Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Alan Weber from the Mayor's Office, still with hand sanitizer, 2 different kinds, and with these masks that have come to us. Stay tuned. Our economic development team is working on it. I think the first idea is to put them in with some of the meals and food handouts that are coming, courtesy of the Food Depot and Meals on Wheels. But there will be more of these coming, and we will be distributing them. So just hang on, and our team will get the word out how to get a mask. Yesterday's data, just to keep everybody updated, we show 1 new case. That brings us to 111 cases in Santa Fe County total, which means you guys are doing a great job, continuing to practice social distancing, staying at home, using hand sanitizer, washing hands, wearing masks, staying 6 feet apart. Very important as we think our way into a reopening of our economy, of our hotels and restaurants. Think hard about what we have to do to stay safe. And I'll be talking in a minute about an idea that we're developing, a resolution and then a campaign to keep Santa Fe safe, a Santa Fe promise that we make to each other. I'll tell you about that in a minute. First, I wanted to call your attention to a really terrific document. Every week, our emergency management director puts together a report that goes to the City Council of that week's summary of events regarding COVID-19, department by department, and then goals for the week ahead. It's really chock full of important, interesting, and remarkable accomplishments by your city government. For example, the Seniors Division provided 3,812 home-delivered meals and 46 curbside meals this week, delivered 106 food boxes, provided transportation for medical appointments, and assessed 24 new clients. The Youth and Family Services Division coordinated 77 service requests through the Connect portal for food, utilities help, and housing-related needs. This goes on. The library, it received a $15,000. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that yet. It hasn't been released by the feds. Well, there's a grant coming our way. This report is really indicative of just what a terrific job city management team is doing in department after department. The Arts and Culture Department helping with an artist relief fund. The Tourism Department getting recognition for, even in the midst of a serious decline, a precipitous decline in tourism, continuing to outreach and put Santa Fe on the map for people to remember that when things change, we're a safe and still delightful place to come visit and to pick up the economy. Lots of good reports. Land use for the whole month of April, 569 building permits were applied for, largely through the e-permitting system, 387 building permits issued, representing almost $75 million in construction value. So this report, I think, is the kind of thing that doesn't really make the newspaper. It's not headline news. It's not pretty, exciting. It's just the day-to-day work of the city government, of our city employees, our managers, the team that works for you, even in the middle of a COVID-19 crisis and a financial crisis, continuing to do their jobs of delivering critically important essential services across the city. So if we can put this up on the city website and make sure people can read it, take a look, it's a real testimony to our city employees and the managers. A couple other items. Last night I had a little fun and was invited to be a guest on Congressman Ray Lujan's weekly town hall meeting. He was in the congressman's casa, which I got a free private tour of, courtesy of his camera. a beautiful space with a gorgeous cottonwood outside, standing right next to an acequia, where the congressman on weekends or when he has free time goes out and takes care of the yard and helps his mom. Also on the call, Congresswoman Deb Haaland, a true hero in terms of all of her work for the Native community and for her district south of here, talking about the need for federal support for cities and counties. And it's too early to say it's going to happen, but the advice from both of those Congress people was there will be a bill coming out of the House of Representatives led by Speaker Pelosi providing financial support for states and cities below 500,000 in population, which is what we need. We got nothing in the last bill because we are only 85,000 in population. The cutoff point was 500,000. Of course, COVID-19 doesn't care how big your city or your community is. It shuts you down no matter what your size. We're at 85,000. We had no help. Now, thanks to our congressional delegation leading the charge, literally a bill that Congressman Ray Lujan put into the Congress, there's a chance we'll be getting much needed and very much deserved federal support crossed. Meanwhile, while we're talking about things we can do to get money from Washington, D.C., don't forget to fill out the census. Don't forget that every time we fill out one of those forms, more money comes to New Mexico. So it takes about 15 minutes. It doesn't require any information about whether you have legal papers, you're here without papers, you are with or without family. None of that matters. All that matters is that you are here. And according to the Constitution, your voice counts. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be counted. So do that. Other coming attractions, tonight we have a Meet the Developer Zoom meeting. Starts at 5 o'clock. You can go to the city's YouTube channel. Probably, I'm guessing you can go through our website to get access to it and find out the next series of questions that the developer, who is now the city's partner in Midtown, the developer will be answering questions. There were a bunch of questions submitted at the council meeting a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. The developer was voted to be our partner at that meeting and immediately started taking questions. 70 or more questions were submitted, and over the course of 2 hours or so, I think 15 or 20 were answered. There are 50 more waiting to be answered and a chance to send even more questions in. If there's something you're specifically concerned, interested about, ask the question and staff will put that list of questions directly to the developer and the team of partners on that development team as a group. There was a good story in the New Mexican about who's on the team. While the developer, the master developer, is a Dallas-based organization, all of the sub-members of the team, everything from medical, Christus St. Vincent, housing, HomeWise, all of the other players, arts, culture, housing, environmental, architectural, are located right here in Santa Fe. It's a Santa Fe team with a overlay of the master developer from Dallas, Texas. So tune in tonight, ask your questions. I think these will be happening on an every other week basis, Tuesday nights. Keep tuning in, keep asking questions. Make sure your voice is heard, your question gets asked. Make sure that your concern is understood, or if you've got a great idea you want to promote, something you think deserves attention, put that out there for the developer to respond to. Tomorrow night there is a city council meeting, also a virtual city council meeting. It also starts at 5 and will be carried on YouTube. One of the things that I will be introducing is something I wanted to talk about with you now. It's a resolution, and it really is designed to speak to the moment we're in. Now, this is an unprecedented emergency situation that we're facing as a city and as a country. Our health is at stake, but so is our economy. Our lives are at risk, and so are our livelihoods. And so the question is, how can we step up into this moment, show our true colors, show our character, demonstrate our values, keep people safe while we begin to open up our economy? The idea that we're talking about is something called the Santa Fe Promise. Santa Fe Promise is a promise we make to ourselves, to each other, and to anyone who comes to visit Santa Fe. It's a way of demonstrating our commitment to a safe, steady, gradual, and successful opening of our economy without sacrificing our health. And there are a simple number of promises that we can all keep. And if we keep those promises, if we address those promises and own those promises, we will be safe as we open up. And these are the promises. I promise to act as if I carry the coronavirus. I will take preventative actions to protect members of our community from exposure. I acknowledge I may well have it, and so it's my job to protect everybody else as if I do have it, because there are people who are asymptomatic and can infect others. So I promise to act as if I carry the coronavirus. I promise to wear a mask in public. The governor's already said that employees in essential large companies, large businesses, grocery stores, supermarkets need to wear masks. This says we all need to wear masks. I will encourage others to do so, knowing that if 80% of us consistently wear masks in public, the virus will not spread through our community. That is a statistically proven scientific fact. I promise to maintain social distancing of at least 6 feet. In this way, I will protect myself, my family, and others from exposure to the virus. I promise to wash my hands and use hand sanitizer frequently. Basic hygiene combined with discipline will keep our community safe. I promise to sneeze and cough into my elbow while turning away from others. It's a simple move to keep the virus from spreading by the droplets that we hang into the air through a sneeze or a cough. I promise to patronize local businesses that take this pledge. This is an important part of the Santa Fe Promise. We need to patronize, to help, to support, to buy from our local businesses when they keep the promise too. And that way the good deeds spread and the virus doesn't. I promise to support those among us who are most in need. There are a lot of folks who have been hard hit by the coronavirus and the economic aftershock. There are people who are without a paycheck. There are people who are looking for a way to put food on the table, looking to keep themselves safe because they don't have access to some of the health care, some of the self-isolation that others have. We need to help those people stay safe. We'll stay safe. They'll stay safe. All of Santa Fe stays safe. I promise to take care of myself in mind, body, and spirit. These are tough times. These are times with stress and uncertainty. And so each of us needs to commit to take care of ourselves so we can better take care of each other. I promise to practice patience, compassion, empathy, connection, and love. These are the Santa Fe values and virtues that will see us through these turbulent times. And finally, I promise to care for the physical and economic health and safety of our beloved hometown of Santa Fe as we rise together to meet these challenges. So that resolution will be in front of the City Council. I'll be introducing it. It's something we can all promise. And as we promise to do these things for ourselves, for each other, for visitors who come to Santa Fe, we create a safe space, a place of compassion and love, a place of empathy and caring, where we look after our health, our family's health, our community's health, and then make it possible for a safe, gradual, and successful reopening of our economy that will lift us up back into economic well-being. That resolution, I would greatly appreciate it if you'd take it to heart, if you would adopt the Santa Fe Promise as a promise you can make to yourself, to your family, to our community. You can take it silently, you can write it out and sign it, You can put a pin on your shirt or on your jacket that says, I took the pledge, I took the promise, I am a promise maker, I'm a promise keeper when it comes to keeping Santa Fe safe. This is how we move forward together. This is how we find the future beyond COVID-19. That's the news for today. I appreciate your watching and listening. I appreciate all you're doing to keep us safe. The numbers say to me, our community is together. We are united. We are strong. We are standing all together. And that's what it takes to break the back of the coronavirus. It's what it takes to begin a successful reopening of our economy and a return to an overall feeling of well-being, safety, security, and financial success. Take care of yourself. Remember, wear a mask, wash your hands. To the extent that you can do it, please stay home. Most of all, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.